What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm doing the 4,000 subscriber Q&A. It's kind of crazy. I hit that number, and then I was going to do this the next weekend, and now I'm already at, I think it's 4,136, or maybe 39 subscribers, so, blew up really quickly. Yeah, 4,139. So, as promised, I have some questions here that I'm going to be answering. There looks to be 28 questions. So we will go through them and answer them. I will try and pop them up on the screen when I edit the video. So your question will hopefully be on the screen. Maybe I'll just pop it up like right in the upper corner here. But I have 40 nuggets, hopefully. And I have 6 sauces. I have a sweet and sour, tangy barbecue, honey mustard. I think I requested spicy mustard, but that's okay. Ranch, spicy buffalo, and then their special edition gold sauce. Never had this. So I think I'm just going to open all of them right now. I actually don't know what that smells like. Kind of like honey mustard, almost. Well, I got like a smell of like the spicy mustard from it. But I don't really know what it is, so. I got a Diet Coke to drink. I also got some ketchup. Because it's weird. If you get a 10-piece nugget, you get 2 sauces, but if you get 40, or well, if you get a 20-piece, I got 2 20 pieces. Or no, there was literally a 40-piece option. I got the 40-piece option. Anyway, if you get a 10-piece, you get 2 sauces. So you would think if I got 40, I would get 8 sauces. No, you only get 6. Which is annoying, but that's fine. That should be more than enough, especially with some ketchup on the side. So, without further ado, let's get into a nugget and then a question. First nugget, my favorite sauce. So the first question is, are there any countries you have visited or would like to visit? So I have not been outside of the US. I don't have my passport. So I've never visited another country. So that's the first part. And the second part, would like to visit. I would like to visit Ireland, UK. Italy. I would like to see all like the wonders of the world. I'd like to go to China. I mean, if I could say every country, I would. Next question. What kind of IT work do you do? Ever tried healthcare IT by chance? So, the IT work I do, I'm a systems administrator for a manufacturing company. And I would say 80% of my job is keeping the lights on, just like keeping support tickets going through. The end user is happy. Then the other 20% would be like projects something new all the time. If I had to break this down, like I buy new stuff all the time, but if I had to say, have I bought anything new that costs more than $10,000, I would say no. If I had to say $5,000, like if I bought anything new more than $5,000, I would also say no. A lot of new to me stuff. I buy used almost everything. I would say the most expensive thing I bought that was not used would be probably my current gaming computer. It was like $1,700. I'm trying to think. That might be right. That might be the most expensive new thing I bought. Alright, let's try the cold sauce. I think it tastes mustardy. I hope that answers your question. Another question. Do you personally experience ASMR? Yes. I do experience it. However, I used to experience it more. But I think that's because I used to watch more ASMR videos. I don't watch as many now, which could be the reason why I don't experience it as much. I more so watch ASMR videos now for the relaxation portion, not to actually feel like it. ASMR. Next question. What made you decide to start an ASMR channel? There's multiple questions in this one, so I'll just do it one at a time. The thing that made me start my channel was I've always thought about it, and I always thought it was like a weird thing to do, like ASMR, oh, you're weird if you like it, that sort of thing. And then I was like, well, I think I've always wanted to be like a content creator. I've always done live streaming on video games, like YouTube channels, those sort of things. And I'm like, well, people are making videos eating their food. I think I could do that pretty easily, and also kind of be unique doing it. And then my girlfriend did the final push for that. She was like, just do it. I'm like, okay. And then the next question on there is, what is your favorite indulgent meal? And I probably should know what indulgent means. So let me look it up real quick. Having or indicating a tendency to be overly generous. Okay. So like, what is a meal that I'll eat a crap ton of? I'm trying to think of what is something that I would just eat nonstop until it was gone. And I would honestly probably say seafood boils. Like, I could just eat those until I'm dying, basically. Oh, and then after that you said like a treat yourself meal you wouldn't normally eat. Yeah, so I would say like a seafood boil. You talk about your girlfriend on here, maybe share a story of how y'all met. A dating app, and we basically connected on there because we both went to school for very similar things, and then it went from there. So in college, so close to the fence. I got a new one, and he doesn't even try it anymore. So the electric fence probably was broken for a while, so he doesn't go near the fence anymore. Well, unless he's chasing something, then he does. Another question. Favorite fast food you eat? Not for views, but for enjoyment factor. So, I would say this one's honestly a tough one. Because I think McDonald's is a solid choice. I would also say fast food. Maybe Chipotle or Qdoba. I know those aren't like fast food, but I would say that's probably a pretty good one. Or good. Two. Chipotle or Qdoba. I say both because sometimes Chipotle just has bad bowls, and then sometimes Qdoba has bad ones. For a Q&A, who is your celebrity lookalike? This comment had 14 likes. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Here's one that I get told a lot. It's not like a real person, but the old man from Up. I've been told by numerous people that I look like him, and they're not even like multiple independent sources have said that I look like that old man from Up. So that's probably the best answer I can give you. The next question. What was your first ASMR experience? I personally always experienced it, but never knew it was until I finally Googled. Okay, good question. Man, it would have been so long ago because I was watching ASMR in like high school and middle school. So it had to be something before that. I honestly can't pinpoint it, but I would say in school, like just sitting in the classroom when it's like quiet time or whatever, just hearing like people breathe or like pencil shuffling or those sorts of things would always make me super calm, and I would like just literally sleep at my desk. So I didn't get tingles from that, but maybe that was a start. I thought this was too funny to not add, but do you break the toilet after Taco Bell? Back when I was first eating it, and eating it a lot, I would say sure, but now not so much. My body's used to it. What got you getting into creating ASMR videos? does his videos about. And if you guys haven't watched either of them, I definitely recommend it. But Simple 5005 sometimes makes spending update videos. And he talks about how much he makes from YouTube as a part of it. And like, knowing what it would take to make those videos and how much he was making, I'm like, oh, it's totally worth the effort. Totally worth the effort. I don't make nearly as much money as he makes, but I also don't run mid-roll. The ads are just do pre-roll. And then at the end of the video, okay, next question. Well, this person has two questions. Where are you from? Apologies if I missed you saying this in a previous video. I am from Indiana, in the United States. That's about as specific as I will go. And then the next question is, what are your favorite top 5 favorite video games you ever played? Okay, this list honestly should be easier. Well, it's honestly pretty easy. Some people might take a long time on this one, but I know my top 3 instantly. So number 1 is obviously Borderlands 2. Like, that's an obvious pick for me. Which, if you guys are in the gaming industry space, whatever, at all, or if you've even been on YouTube, there's a bunch of ads of it. Borderlands 4 is coming out on the 12th, and I am playing the ever-living crap out of it when it comes out. So that's number 1. Number 2 would probably be Rocket League. It's probably my most played game ever. I have over 4,000 hours in it. I don't know how many. I don't play it much anymore. But back when I was really into it, it was one of my favorite games ever. Third, probably Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The multiplayer was perfect. The zombies mode, perfect. It was just like the best game. It might have been my favorite Call of Duty, or well, was my favorite Call of Duty ever. We're on to my 4th. I would probably say Minecraft. Back when I was growing up, in like elementary school, Minecraft was like my go-to game. So I would say that one is probably my 4th favorite. And then 5th favorite, I'll say Counter-Strike 2, which is like my current obsession. I play that game all the time. So I would say that's my list of 5. A lot of good games out there, though. Next question, what type of music do you listen to? So, I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to pop. I listen to, like oldies. is your ultimate IT goal? CTO, CISO, etc. I would say my ultimate IT goal is to get out of IT. If I were to be stuck in IT the rest of my life, I would probably say, yeah, that's a tough one. It's probably CTO. Because I wouldn't want to be just in charge of, like, security. I would want to be in charge of, like, everything. I mean, ultimate goal career-wise is to be my own boss. It's a good question, though. Got some ketchup now. Alright. What year did you graduate high school? 2020 is when I graduated high school. 5 years ago now. It's crazy. Favorite animal growing up? Oh, wow. I didn't really like have any stuffed animals or anything. Or, well, I had stuffed animals, but none of them were like, there wasn't a theme to it. It was all kind of random animals. I think it was like probably like a tiger. I think I'll do my final answer as a tiger. Scariest story since becoming an adult. I would say losing my mom is like the scariest story. Or scariest thing. Not having a mom anymore. But like an actual like story of something like happened probably would be getting pulled over at 2 a.m. on a highway in Idaho. Like 2,000 miles away from my house, going 94 or 96 in a 70 miles per hour zone. Yeah. That was nerve-wracking. That cop could have taken me in. I could have gotten a felony. Me and my buddies were doing a trip around the U.S. Like at all the major cities and spots. And this road went from 80 miles per hour to 70. And it was 2 a.m. There was no one on the road. I was hauling ass. To get to, where were we going? I think we were going to, what's a place called? We were going to see the, like, Old Faithful geyser. I forget what that park's called. Yellowstone. Duh. Anyway, we were going there, and we were just cooking, so I ended up getting pulled over because I went flying by a cop, and he took me out of my car, put me in the back, or not in the back of his squad car, but he put me in his passenger seat. I thought I was screwed. I thought the trip was over. He ran the plate, and my car was registered to my dad. And they were like, that's weird. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, it's in his name, but it's my car. Anyway, I ended up getting out of there. Just paid like a $80 fine or something, and then I was good. Another question, top 3 games of all time. answered that one in a previous question. Number 1, Borderlands 2. Number 2 would be, what did I say was my second one? Rocket League. And then third would probably be Black Ops 2. I think that was the order I did it in. Another question, can you discuss your current posting schedule and the reasoning behind it? I vaguely remember you talking about it in a video, but don't remember. I try and upload currently twice a week. I do like to space them out a little bit. But I also don't want to bombard my channel with just videos, because I can't sustain eating this type of food. So I try to limit it. And I don't think it's worth recording every meal I have. I used to record everything. But now I think it's better to just record the things that people want to watch, which is like the fast food videos. So I try to upload twice a week. I don't have specific days or anything. How's the fidget business going? It's not anymore. I stopped that because someone messaged the Etsy store and was like, hey, you're using one of my prints, which we were, and so we had to take it out of the box. He didn't want any reimbursement or anything. We used one of his files to produce one of the toys, and we just never replaced it or anything. So I mean, it was doing pretty good, but we just stopped and haven't restarted it yet. Another question was, how much have you spent on equipment for the channel? Can you write that off on your taxes? The amount of money I spent on this channel is for equipment is probably less than $100. My microphone I already had, my camera I already had. This ring light, this one right here, that was like $10. I bought that. But that's really about it. My computer I use for other things. So yes, I mean the answer to the second part is yes, I could technically write off equipment purchases, but I don't make enough for it to be worth it. And I don't know enough about it legally. Next question, do you like to travel? Yes, I do like traveling. If you could live in one place in the world, where would it be? See, that's unfortunate because I don't really know how to answer that question because I've not really been to many places. I really like the West Coast. So maybe somewhere out there, or maybe Texas. I'm not going to answer that question. What do you like to do for fun? I like playing video games. Like, that's probably, if I'm doing something solely for having fun, it's playing video games. I could do that for 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. Where are you from and how long have you lived there? I'm from Indiana, and I've lived in Indiana my whole life other than college. I lived in Michigan for college. And a follow-up to that one, do you plan on moving anytime soon? No. death. Death is an easy, quick one. I'm not really religious, so I don't really have any, like, faith to back up, like, not being alive anymore. When you're not religious, death is probably the scariest thing, I would say. Yeah, being alive is great, living's great, but just, like, ceasing to exist anymore is kind of like a scary thought, especially for me, because I don't, like, believe in reincarnation or life after death, that sort of thing. I would love to believe it, but I like to say I think pretty logically. I use logic to answer most of the questions that I have or that people ask me. And I've not seen any proof of any sort of religion, so if you could raise anyone back from the dead, who would it be? My mom, for sure. If you would reincarnate as anything, what would it be? If you could reincarnate as anything, what would it be? Probably a richer version of myself. I know that's not an answer you want, so I'll pick a different thing. A turtle, or like one of those big turtles, because they live forever. So far, what's your favorite food or video you've done? I would say, I don't know, they're all about the same. And it's not like I eat anything really unique in any of these videos. I would say they're all roughly the same. I'm sorry, that's probably not the answer you wanted. 4K subscribers, that's a huge deal. Congrats, you deserve it, brother. For the Q&A, I'm curious, if the circumstances aligned or allowed it, would you move to a different state? Or are you happy where you reside? Yes, I would move to a different state. And yes, I'm happy where I currently am. There's a bunch of states I'd rather live in than Indiana. What's your favorite hobby? Or you play any video games? Favorite hobbies, video games. And I answered the rest of that question basically in some other questions. Who's your celebrity look-alike? We had a lot of these same questions, which is fine. I took screen grabs of all of them. I would say the old guy from Up. How's my grandma doing? She's doing good. Her friends are not doing too well, so she's been taking care of a lot of her friends, which she likes to do. But I think it's taken a toll on her, realizing how old she's getting and how her friends aren't faring too well, but she's still pretty healthy. Hope you're getting Taco Bell. Yeah, I get her food wherever she wants, or wherever I'm going. I'll always ask her what she wants, and half the time she says she doesn't want it. Kind of serious. When was the last time you cried? You said when's the last time you cried, so I'll just answer that. I think a couple of weeks ago. Maybe like 2 weeks ago. What's your favorite video that you made so far? That was another question. They're all roughly the same, and there's not really ASMR dog or dog ASMR. One of the first subscribers, and he mentioned it, that I did it in my videos, but like, it's hard to find others that do it. And it's like when you breathe, or like are breathing, and there's like a slight whistle, because your nose or something. But it's when people breathe and they have like an irregular breathing pattern or sound. It's like super relaxing for some reason. I would say that. And he mentioned it, that I did it, and he also liked it, so that's why it stands out to me. What is something you want to know but too embarrassed to ask? I mean, half the time I want to know how these CEOs and big executives know nothing about technology, but can run multi-billion-dollar businesses. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, they don't even know how to restart their computer. That's, like, that's something I would love to ask them, but I would be way too... I would not do that. What is my favorite food? Seafood boil, easily. I haven't had one in so long. What do you think the purpose of life is? I was thinking about this the other day, low-key, because like, people 200 years ago knew nothing of me, knew nothing about how we would be as a society, things like that. And now I'm sitting here, and I have the ability to think exactly how they thought. And like 200 years from now, what's gonna be, like, it's not even gonna be anything that I could imagine. So, I think the purpose of life is to just enjoy your time while you're here. And just enjoy everything. Like, don't put yourself down, sort of thing. How do you define success? Being first, or making a lot of money, basically. If you can make money, you're successful. Doesn't matter how much money. Like, if you're a McDonald's cook and you're making money, good job. I mean, you're doing better than a lot of people. Or if you're like in a sport and you're winning, obviously that's being successful. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be? Violence. I would remove all violence. What do you believe is the biggest challenge humanity faces today? Division. I think being... There's a lot of issues out there that should be easily answered, but they're so opinionated that they're just not. What's my favorite music? I would say EDM. EDM is probably my favorite. My favorite color changes often, but I would say in the cool color realm, so like blue, purple, and I would throw pink in there too. I like blue, purple, and pink. And then, yes, I do like to travel. What videos relax me? I like eating videos. I also like the follow the light videos. Those relax me pretty good. And all those are all the questions I have on my computer. I think I have some on my phone though. Okay, just a few questions that I have on my phone. Who's your go-to ASMR channel? I would say either Simple 5005 or Jeff the Music Man ASMR. How did you meet your girlfriend? I already answered that one. And then does your family know about your channel? No, they do not. When it's Thanksgiving, will you do a feast? Like different side dishes your family would eat? Thanksgiving's been weird for me ever since my mom passed. I don't really do anything with family anymore. My family is a little messed up. I don't really see my dad anymore. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when we used to do Thanksgiving, we'd have noodles and mashed potatoes, turkey, ham, creamy egg casserole, corn, different types of bread, pumpkin pie, a bunch of things. I think that was all the questions. I'm gonna try and finish up these last 3 nuggets. This is a lot of nuggets, man. Thank you guys all for getting me to where I am now. I'm truly blessed. I don't know if I'll do another Q&A video until like a 5-digit marker. Like 10,000 plus subs. Just because there'll be a bunch of duplicates and stuff, and yeah. I don't like the idea of doing food challenges either. 40 nuggets is definitely the max. I don't want to do more than that. I'm gonna try and get this video edited and uploaded tonight. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all for subscribing and watching my videos and allowing me to basically get to this point. It's been really awesome. I never thought I would get to this point, especially with this channel. But here we are, so thank you guys again, and I hope you enjoyed this video.